So call this video lazy if you want, whether it's because it's unscripted, maybe there's just a real lack of production with it. For all I know, we might just have a black screen here. But regardless of how lazy this is, it does sort of match the effort level given by a lot of people in terms of them trying to find something to complain about with the NHL 18 beta. Now, I will say this from the start. I am not taking a shot at anybody in particular. So whether or not you think I'm talking about someone in particular, or if you are somebody and you think I'm talking about you, no, this is just a generalized statement on perhaps the biggest piece of feedback EA's been getting from the beta. And it's not in regards to the gameplay, maybe because people are having a really tough time in terms of finding stuff to nitpick about the beta, because for the most part right now, the gameplay itself is in fantastic shape. Are there still problems? Absolutely. And when I come out with a video, who knows how long from now, talking about my overall review of the beta, what I think could be tweaked and not, I'll get into that. But I will agree there are certainly things that you can suggest EA work on. One of them, however, and again, people have been the most vocal about this for some reason, the overalls that appear in the game. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is, number one, I have been asked about it. Probably because, I mean, if you've been on my channel, Twitch, Twitter, I'm the franchise guy. Or a franchise guy, at the very least. And for those who pay attention, you know that I'm a tad bit obsessive with having the rosters be somewhat accurate. At the very least, having players on the proper teams with proper contracts. Now, there's always a bit of debate as to whether or not the overalls and potentials I assign to players are deserved, suited, overrated, underrated, and that's fine. I just have to give my 2 cents on this. And again, I'm not talking about anybody specific, but my God, the fuck is the matter with you people? Just straight up, what is the matter with you? This is why people fucking make fun of the internet. We're complaining about overall numbers when the rosters themselves aren't even up to date. So you think these are the final numbers? And even if they are, say Connor McDavid's only an 89, Austin Matthews is like an 83 or whatever, don't you think EA maybe should be given the opportunity to explain why it's set up the way it is? And keep in mind, no, this isn't just, oh, well, here's an EA content creator defending the game. I'm the same guy who made a video saying that this upcoming version of NHL should come with a special edition bottle of lube for the amount you're going to be reamed because of the way the game's programmed. It doesn't matter if I'm an EA content creator. I call them out when they deserve to be called out. This is not one of those instances. It's ridiculous to me. Again, the rosters aren't up to date. But again, even if the overalls that we're seeing right now are actually final, can we please at least wait to see what their explanation is? Because we know that the overall overhaul is coming. That's been mentioned, that a lot of fourth line guys are going to be, you know, mid to low 70s, stuff like that. That way players that come out of the draft, I don't know if that truck in the background's picking up on the microphone, but again, to hell with quality. Although, my God, is it loud. Anyway, point being, where was I? We know that the overall overhaul is coming, and that certain players are going to be a bit lower. Is an 83, even by those standards, maybe a bit too low for Austin Matthews? Sure. Should Connor McDavid be higher than an 89 if Sidney Crosby is apparently a 92 or whatever? Sure. But in that instance, Crosby versus McDavid, could you not see why Crosby has somewhat of an advantage over McDavid? Who is to say, with the individual stats, that McDavid's not better than Crosby? He might be. He might be. But maybe Crosby has the edge because of the way defensive stats in the physical category is weighted. We simply don't know. But this is what gets me. There are legitimate things to complain about with the beta. Whether it's, you know, the fact that the puck can still go through the boards from time to time. I've only seen it happen twice. Once in EA SHL, once in NHL 3s. Whether it's players, you know, skating over the puck from time to time, even if you let go of the left stick, that's kind of annoying. Aside from that, though, you know, some people say that the AI are ignoring loose pucks, and I'll get into all of this in a different video. But I don't understand why this is what we're putting our focus into. And by our, I mean members of the community and a pretty fucking vocal minority that are putting effort into this. Like, why? They're not finalized. If they are, give them a chance. Put it this way. When I'm ready, this isn't the hill to die on. Not yet. You don't have all the information. This is not the hill to die on. And I know I'm speaking to the internet here when I say you don't have all the information, you don't have to die on this hill. That's just what the internet does, though. I'm not sitting here being like, oh, you can't have your opinion, you can't feel this way about this topic. I wouldn't be concerned until someone like me is concerned, though. Again, for the better part of 15 years, obsessive over rosters, having it be in a more realistic manner. And I'm not losing any sleep over this. I'm not having to fucking type to EA and fucking send messages on the forum, Reddit, Twitter, and all that shit, making videos about it. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. At least not yet. When we know what the finalized roster is, which, by the way, if you want to be upset about the rosters, what you could probably be upset about is knowing the fact that, say, the AHL is probably going to be out of date. Probably. Maybe they're on top of that this year. The free agent list will probably be out to date. Hell, if you really want to be concerned about the rosters, you could truly be upset about something you should be upset about. There are plenty of things to actually be upset about when it comes to the roster. Primarily the fact that, you know, all the European leagues and the ECHL have little to no meaning, are out to date consistently, and have that little to no meaning because they have no franchise mode integration. So if you want to be upset with something in regards to the roster, that's probably better. It's probably a better place to start. It's just, I don't know, man. Too many people asked me about this, so I felt the need at this point to reply. And somehow I've made this video 7+ minutes, when really, it just, when you really simplify it, it's just, stop being stupid, stupid. It's not a big deal. It's not. Let's wait, breathe, save the rants and raging and your keyboards from unneeded punishment. It's okay. It's going. Listen, breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. It's going to be okay. It's just a roster in a video game. Okay? Are we good now? Can we calm down now? Jesus Christ.